Welcome everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed all that EGX action, and we're going straight to Southern California Regionals pools here on day number 2. I am James Chen.
And I'm Vicious. We're going straight into, I believe, what is it, pools 25 for the rest of them, like 32?
Something like that.
And then right into like semifinals afterwards, the top 64. We had one hell of a day one.
Dude, the way it ended, oh my god.
I literally talked about it all the way home. And it's just like, I even had to make phone calls about it. It's like, did you guys see what happened on the stream?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't believe it. My hands are still shaking. Like,
if you haven't, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but you guys need to go. If you haven't seen it, check the VODs.
Please
check
do.
the VODs. But speaking of VODs, we're going to have, just, you guys came from EGX. In case you guys just tuned in and you missed it or anything like that, we're going to show you a particular highlight that took place at EGX involving one I'm Still the Daddy, who is a very, very strong player. Of course, you can see him going up against Japan's Moke, who's been just killing it since Evo.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent overall. Yeah, every time we see him, he's making such a grand appearance with that Rashid and making quick work of his opponents. But look at this.
Oh yeah, the chip. Okay, there it is, and Moke takes that first game. Rashid. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's definitely not happy about that. I'm Still that he always has a word or two to say about the likes of Rashid.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And so, oh look at this. He is not pleased.
I don't know what the context was of that because I was trying to listen to it. It's just I don't know if anybody brought it up on the broadcast, but
Moke's like, should we just go? Can we play again? Oh, and then he went to. Oh no, it's still Guile. I see. It's just a different outfit.
Yeah.
Oh dang. Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. He's ready. That is quite legit. Yeah.
All right, so he actually tied it up. Look at this. He's at. I'm not sure if this is. This is in pools.
Ooh.
So I believe. Oh. Ooh,
yeah, he's popping it off.
Look
Of course
at
he
that.
is. Of course he is.
Look at that. Okay. It might have been. Okay. Well, I mean, look. I am not the right person to ever say anything about anyone raging at video games, right?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
look, no,
Yeah.
I talked to I'm Still the Daddy at Toronto just this past week, and he actually was like, "Yo, I saw your video, James," and I was like, "Dude, I know you're like the one person that would understand."
You guys share have this mutual bond over salt. Is that what it is?
Exactly. We have this bond. We understand each. I mean, look, I'm just gonna say this right now. If you're an emotional person and you're playing fighting games and you've never raged, you are not playing fighting games.
That's fair. That's fair. I definitely have had my fair moments of salt and rage, and hopefully it doesn't happen between these two guys. Starting up bright and early, Sevele versus El Cubano Loco.
Yeah, former, if I'm not mistaken, former NorCal player, El Cubano Loco, I heard was going to move to Texas at some point.
Texas?
In time. Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's news to me.
I'm not sure if he's there yet, but I mean, it was quite a while ago that I remember hearing about that. But it is going to be SRK El Cubano Loco.
That's right, yes.
Sevele.
One of the writers for Shoryuken.com. So very active in the scene, giving you all the latest and greatest in fighting game news, really.
Right. So he is going with Vega, of course. That's who El Cubano Loco has been playing since Street Fighter 4. Sevele going with that Nakali.
One of the newer players, right, from the Southern California area. Attend Wednesday night fights every week.
Nice.
Religiously. And he's just been leveling up ever since more and more. And you see already pushing El Cubano Loco with that oppressive nature that is Nakali.
Yeah, I mean, everyone who's managed to visit Wednesday night fights just has nothing but humongous praise for that event, because that weekly is like a mini major every single week, and you are going to level up very fast playing in an environment like that.
Ooh.
As we can see here, Sevele is just on a roll here in this first round.
Yeah. And even if he has a life lead, he's still not letting off the gas. He doesn't even have V-trigger ready. He's just been mauling El Cubano Loco. Yeah, just finds the counter hit, converts full damage, getting the first round.
Yeah, and El Cubano Loco never really had a chance to build up that V-trigger. He was using some reversals during the match.
Ooh, preemptive stand short just to kind of stop Vega's forward fierce there.
And then also a crouching heavy kick crush counter that he got. I mean, look, obviously Vega's a character is going to be able to punish your crouching heavy kick at like any range, at least with a stand medium punch or something. But he still went for it, and he still managed to get the counter hit on that.
Ooh. Yeah, but it's still not a lot of damage, right? You're still just kind of ticking away at the life little by little, but it's also going to benefit Nikali because then you get that super activation from Nikali into V-trigger mode a lot better.
Oh, and interrupted the roll. He knew it was too far away, so he just challenged it. It's hard. It's hard to punish that flip. That flip has so few recovery frames at the very end. Not quite enough to kill. Can Cubano Loco finish this out, or is he just going to get side? Oh, look at that dash in after the side. No, the pressure. He went in a little too hard, and Sevele got the crouching medium punches, and yeah, you can see Cubano Loco going, why did I dash?
Yeah. You know, Sevele always ready to get the crouch strong and the disc guidance ready. He's always the kind of guy to always keep his charge, right? You don't even want to do that against the Nikali because his normals are decent, right? It's going to cause a lot of damage if you're in his space. He plays close within his chest, right? But you don't want to be in that range ever.
Yeah, he definitely is one of the kind of characters who wants to maul you when he gets up close, especially because he's got a command throw, which is what makes it even more scary to deal with him. You don't even have the throw tech option. Oh, and speaking of, goes for the knockdown, so he has the setup instead of the uppercut. I don't like that. It was just, I don't think that Sevele was committed to anything to try to go for a Hail Mary Rose like that. Yeah. Maybe he thought he was going to Seismo. I'm not sure.
Probably. Like, he's just trying to, I guess, get some sort of reaction from Sevele, but here he comes. All that damage. He might build up, well, I was just going to say, another V-trigger, but he goes for the V-reversal mid-screen. Yeah, Sevele getting round one of game number 2. I was going to say, you know, El Cubano Loco still has a chance of getting that V-trigger back.
Right, and now he's El Banana Loco, unfortunately. Okay, there it is. No, he's back to El Cubano Loco. Oh no, didn't combo it properly. Here's an opportunity now for El Cubano Loco. Going for wasn't sure if that was supposed to be a frame kill setup because then he walked up and that kind of messes up frame kills.
A little shaky from El Cubano Loco, but still small life. He's going to get out of the corner. He just wants to stay in the mid zone as much as possible. Ooh,
okay.
Nice conversion there.
Yeah, now this time Sevele is the one dashing into some hits, but then immediately with the counter poke gets knocked down. And Cubano Loco hasn't been able to stop the jump-ins, but I mean that's not necessarily because
that's the punish he was waiting for the first game. On point, Sevele taking it quick 2-0. And even if that combo didn't kill, he had critical alert on deck. Either way, it looked like a checkmate scenario with Sevele.
Yeah, so good stuff to Sevele there, taking it with Nikali.
I thought his tattoo said Hori on it. Did you see that? It was
no,
like O-R-I, and I didn't see that. Yeah, I was like, man, this guy is fully sponsored. That's crazy
already.
The commitment. He's
nice.
He's in there.
That's what you know what? So that's what I'm gonna say right now. If you sponsor me, I will tattoo your logo on my arm, so I will be sponsored for. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You probably would. I was kidding. I was kidding. That being said, you know, Sevele is still one of the up-and-comers in the scene for Southern California with his very, very solid Nikali play. He's been one of the more consistent players, still sticking with Nikali, with whether he's good or bad. He just likes the character in general, from what I talked to him about.
Speaking of sticking with a character, whether they're good or bad, and excelling with them, we've got Splice F-Champ sitting down on the right there. I mean, there is nobody else that probably represents this character as well as F-Champ. Top 8 at EVO with Dhalsim.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people slept on Dhalsim in the beginning. Towards the end of Season 1, they're like, man, Dhalsim is definitely a problem. He's definitely a threat, right? And at all ranges, right? This is like the first time I've ever seen Dhalsim deal this much damage up close.
yeah.
without like a critical art or something, or a super, right? Just in general.
But the thing about Dhalsim, I mean, in Season 1, he was considered good very at the beginning. People were like, oh my god, he might be the best character in the game. People figured out how to fight against him, and he definitely got a little weaker. But the mid-season 2 patch,
it was vice versa, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the mid-season patch on at season 2, where they gave him the down back medium kick. Crouching medium kick was such a crucial buff for him because it gave him an official low.
Yeah, the first time he could actually do a decent high-low mix-up and kind of bait pros too, yeah.
And not have the low be this really horrible slide that's negative on hit.
You have to commit, yeah. You have to commit to that button. Or you're only going to do that if you had V-trigger locked and loaded, right? So, yeah, my history report was a little off on that one. I honestly remember people talking about Dhalsim on the West Coast, like, he's all right. But then East Coast, they were praising him.
Well, I remember, because you remember when the game first dropped, like Champ came down and was blowing up Chris T, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Dalsum's so good. He's the best character." Yeah, at first.
Yeah.
It didn't last particularly long, but he's going up against Legend. I mean, I don't want to be unfair to Legend here. He's playing here on stream, and he's going with Colleen.
I believe Legend is from San Diego.
Okay.
Sparring partners with Commander Jesse, right? Just to kind of put some relevance to it. He should have a decent understanding of the Dalsum matchup because, you know, Commander Jesse is also one of the premier Dalsums in the country.
I mean, the tricky thing about Dalsum, though, is like he's probably one of the main characters in Street Fighter V that all the different top players play the character so differently. F-Champ definitely not as aggressive and crazy as Commander Jesse. And he's just so much more calculated and understands the pace of a match. But look at this Legend getting the jump in and then
a double dash. F-Champ was just kind of reluctant to press a button on Wake Up and coming in with the roundhouse. That should be it with the stun.
That's twice that he jumped over the heavy kick and got the hit. But look, don't rest on your laurels here. Just because you beat F-Champ in that first round, that's what happens against top players. They adapt, and so you got to keep on your toes. Otherwise, losing a round like that might give you a false sense of confidence.
So far, Legend is still keeping up the pace. You know, F-Champ off of one misplaced dive. Oh, the counter hits.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, he's going to be able to link off of that and going to go for the air throw? No, it's just a stun. Yeah.
Icicle, the damage? No, a little too late on the setup. Yeah, he had to backdash and try to get that Icicle going, but a little too late.
It's a crucial mistake, but I really like the recovery of the V reversal to get himself into the corner. And there we saw, he tried to whiff this jumping medium punch into the low, but Legend was ready for it. So that shows that he does have that Dalsum knowledge. Was that the? I think he tried to do a second one. And it didn't come out, but here we go. Bad situation. Got to watch out for Yoga Sniper, and that's why Champ was able to land that standing heavy punch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, right? Getting hit by that, it was definitely a tough call, having to try to block either, the jump forward, short, jump back, jab, and then the last minute, check your legs with the fierce. Oh, the V-skill right through, parrying that roundhouse, getting stuffed.
I'm going to say right now that Champ's success rate on that standing heavy kick hasn't been too good.
He landed one so far, 1 out of 1. Oh my gosh.
He's got to be careful with that, but again the parry. Ugh. And I mean, I think some Dalsums actually really don't like this match just because he, has the parry and the ability to dandy step and jump in. Like,
oh my God! You just called it too.
Oh my God!
Mid-air? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes for.
He goes for the V overhead setup, and he dropped the rest of it there.
Yeah, I love that Champ was ready to challenge that. Oh, that didn't kill.
Like this.
It didn't kill, and she has all this V trigger. Nice teleport.
Ooh, armbar!
Another one. Oh
man!
Ooh. Champ clutching it out 2 rounds in a row. Last time was the standing heavy punch that caught him in the legs. This time he did get the jump back, but it wasn't even a snipe. He was just trying to be aggressive and trying to get in, and was being a little overly aggressive. Walked into that jump light punch.
Yeah, but good adaptation so far from F-Champ. Taking a loss in the first round, but still maintained the victory.
Keeping his composure.
Nice check with the crouch fierce. Here comes Legend.
God, every time that parry triggers, it feels like there's like a glitch in the animation of the game. I'm like, what happened? Oh yeah, it's the parry.
Yeah. Also, the sound makes me think it's a crush counter every time.
Yeah.
Oh. Same side, yeah. It's fine. He's just trying to get some emotion, or get some reaction out of Legend again with the fireball.
And he did get clipped by that V-trigger, so the stun was lingering, but then he got the hit.
Yeah. As soon as you get the hit, the stun pretty much dissipates. You're no longer frozen, quote unquote.
Nice. Going in there, and again with the overhead, but not meaty. He gets him with the throw bait. That was enough to take it. And he got in there with a dandy step into the crouching medium punch. He did the grounded one. I think Champ was thinking about the air approach. Wasn't expecting that. Nice. Champ is the best, I will say this, at getting out of corner situations because he's always aware of sliding under you and teleporting, or like throwing fireballs, watching you jump over and teleporting.
Yeah, Jeff says he has the best defense in the building. It's not just holding back. He's maneuvering all over the place to get out of sticky situations.
Right.
In the blink of an eye, too. It's so hard to keep F-Champ contained.
I mean, defense is not only just blocking. Defense is movement,
Yes, sir.
positioning. Oh, here we go. Oh, backed off. Thought Champ was going to challenge the ice ball.
A little too far off the screen. Yeah, and again, defense, having active defense, pressing the right buttons at the right time, whether it's counter poking, anti-airing correctly at the right distances.
There you go. F Champ out of the corner, but oh, nice! Look at that. And the reason why that V trigger is so good. Look how far it took Dawson.
Stun armbar, yes sir. This might be
frozen.
game 2. Going to Legend, yes sir.
Woo! All right, there you go. And I mean, here I don't know if you can hear it at home, but here we can definitely hear a SoCal contingent giving some applause. And I like the composure from Legend. I mean, look at him. You can tell he's all business. He's not thinking to himself, I just beat Champ a game. He's trying
I'll take games off this man, And he's got the entire region of San Diego behind him, rooting for him in the front row.
Yeah, just don't be in that situation where you're like, oh, I took one game. I'm satisfied with that. No, you are never Oh, 2 hits of the hail.
He tried to get a throw bait after that again. Kalina's so mobile. She's so fast.
Try to counter right after the hand snap, but then right out of the corner, smart stuff. He's just trying to keep F Champ in the corner as much as possible, using the icicles to get in.
Oh, V-trigger locked and loaded. The teleport at the last second. Wow, F Champ narrowly dodging that V skill. So clutch.
F Champ, yeah, exactly. Clutch is a great word because if you're a Dawson player, in order to survive in a tournament like this, it is going to take a lot of those clutch wins.
Just good situational awareness of what Legend wanted to do in the corner. He wanted to get past those limbs, and just Champ knew he had to get himself back into neutral as soon as possible.
Now just staying back. Champ knows he's got a life lead, so that all the work has to be done by Legend, and Legend is falling into the bait. You see him being a little aggressive, running into a bunch of buttons.
Oh, I don't like that. He spent the bar, but F-Champ's still right in front of him. The pressure has not let up, and F-Champ is going to be taking game 3, taking down Legend.
Yeah, as calm as Legend tried to be, you can actually tell that he kind of panicked at the end and went in a little bit too much, and he kind of got that feeling like, oh, I need to take this, and so unfortunately he's gonna go down 1-2. I mean, he could ask for a run back and maybe lose like 13 games, but then he would be the perfect Legend, but that's not happening here. This is just pools, and it's only going to be 2 out of 3. So
God bless James. You're the best.
Shout outs to Carl. I love Carl.
Carl's a funny guy.
I love Carl.
Carl is definitely a funny guy.
He's another one of those emotional guys that I really understand, So I love him to death as much as I tease. So
and he's definitely one to speak his opinion out on Twitter. And, and I'm definitely a solid follower of all of that. I love everything he has to say. Another person who I like to follow on Twitter is actually Rise Smug.
Oh man, I just want to follow him in tournaments, like on matches, and just watch his face like the whole time.
So the reason why I said that, this man is everywhere. Like this morning, as I was going to the Anaheim Convention Center, I was looking through my Twitter feed, and I saw him tweeting about the NZXT offices. He's like, "Yeah, I'm here this morning," and it had me thinking, I'm like, is he not going to make it in time for pools?
I know.
So I had to ask him. I was like,
dang,
what are these late tweets, man? Why you guys gotta be so deceptive?
I mean, again,
he's like, I'm esports, I'm everywhere. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't even know. I mean, I haven't reached that pinnacle yet, Once you got that Rise jersey, it was just a different man.
It's not all that great, dude.
Dang, it's like that. I mean, the blow up?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's not even the afternoon yet, James, and you're already blowing people up? All right.
Well, Smug is, he was blowing up a bunch of people at Canada just a couple of days ago.
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to be going up against
Zaffarino. Yes, sir. Yeah. Fei Long player in Street Fighter 4, super solid in neutral. I feel like he had one of the best, or one of the better Fei Longs, right, in the country. Yo, he cleaned it off for him. He's like, yo, are you ready, son?
Pad.
That is a gentleman, if I ever seen one. Zaf is always, he's such a wholesome person, James. Like, look at the face. This facial expression's like, I'm here to play. You know, I'm here to have a good time.
Like,
and Smug's just like, I don't know this matchup. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen Smug unaware of the matchup. Like,
he looks confused. He almost looks like he's like, how do I muster up the energy to want to beat you into oblivion when you wiped my controller for me, right?
The control. He's like, let me check your buttons for you, young man. Let me make sure you're okay. There you go. See, he's just like, you're playing Balrog. You don't need all the buttons anyway, so let me just map it out for you.
I love this strat. Zaffarino is trying to kill him with kindness. He's trying to catch the flies with honey, dude. That's what he's trying to do right now.
You couldn't see it, but on our screen we could see the kind of buttons he pushed for Smug. He literally pressed everything in all places. Just to kind of throw Smug off. He's not going to need all the buttons. Oh, and the mix-ups again! It has not stopped since they sat down. Oh my gosh! He has been on an undefeated streak with rock, paper, scissors. He just got mauled.
And look at that look from Zaf. He's just looking at him like, yo, you're free, son.
That was 4 wins out of a 2 out of 3. That was 4 straight wins. Yo, Zaffarino already...
And look at that! Look at that expression from Smug. He was like, "No, I can't play any more games with you, man. I can't do this anymore."
He is so upset. He is so distraught right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't blame the guy. Those kind of mind games would really. Oh no, he's still mouthing off. He's like, that's a character you want to play? All right.
Well, Zaffarino's gonna go with Cammy, and Cammy, despite the fact only having 900 health,
surprise, surprise.
Yeah, you would actually be surprised at how well she does in this fight. She actually can keep Balrog out pretty well, and then once she gets inside, because Cammy is Cammy, she can take advantage of the knockdown better than a lot of other characters. So this is definitely not one of those fights that, yeah, you're gonna see Cammy melt in one match or two, you know, but that's just par for course when you fight against Balrog.
Yeah.
Oh god, every time I see that turn off.
I think of 50%, James, I know. Well, you know, one thing about Cammy is that he could keep this character completely suppressed. Problem is, Balrog's just that explosive.
Yes.
So,
and no lead is ever quite safe against Balrog.
Jeez, the meaty medium kick.
Oh, and he's gonna act. He just got that D trigger, and then he stuns him with the throw to reset the damage scaling, and well, look. Smug obviously is saving the wins for when it counts the most.
Oh, right out the gate, dash really low.
Which is a big call, because that's very punishable, too.
Absolutely, yeah. Just kind of whiff the normal, just kind of throw him off guard. But Zaffarino looking in a pretty good position now. He's going to be pushing Smug towards the corner little by little. Oh, spoke way too soon.
Smug, I mean, as good as Mena RD is with the crazy surprise EX headbutt with Birdie, I mean, that's basically Smug with those dash punches.
Yeah. Oh, got the stun? Yes, sir. This should be the end of Cammy.
It's done. There's no question.
Again, it's just one of those things. Once you let the bull out of the cage, he's just going to be running rampant all over.
Yeah, and see, Zaf is now only, you know, nodding his head now. It almost looked like he said to Smug something like, man, that was pretty good. Ooh. Smug trying not to laugh right now.
Smug's trying so hard. He's just... this man.
Oh, man. You know,
he's trying so hard.
Smug has basically become, like, my second favorite, like, facial expression person to watch. First, of course, is always going to be PR Balrog.
With the greatest of ease, yeah. He's just the most entertaining person.
Oh, he saw that Zaf didn't challenge after the turnaround punch last time, so this time he used the opportunity to get the throw. Hey, you know what? He only lost a tiny chunk of his life. At least it wasn't 50%.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That still gives me nightmares. I wasn't even the one who experienced it.
Yeah, I know, right?
And again, Smug taking the first round of game 2. That was an onslaught. He was just all over the place, throwing him back and forth, getting the stun to rack up pretty quickly. And Zaf had to force himself to use that V reversal earlier.
He's going to have to put in a lot more work in order to be able to... Oh my God!
The whiff punish on the stand medium kick, dear
Smug, stop! Smug!
He's already dead.
Please, Smug, don't hurt him!
He's just a boy. It's not going to happen, dude. Smug is just on point right now. This is what happens when you take another man's controller first, before the match even starts.
Oh, man. Yep, here comes the hammer from Smug. He is just beating down on some Zaffarino. He still hasn't taken any true damage yet. He's only taken chip damage. It's all it is that gray health and chip damage so far.
All right, he's going to be playing the lane game right now. He has such a hefty life lead. He He doesn't need to take any risks. But still, the dive kick connects.
Yeah. I mean, look, Smug is such a wall with this character, and see, again, he just finds that timing that you want to walk forward and catches you with that. He is such a wall, as I said. Smug is really, really... It's interesting because Balrog is known as a character that mauls you, gets in on you, destroys you. You remember when Smug blows everybody up with craziness? But honestly, Smug's defense and his patience is so good.
You can't just slap a professional player's hands.
Yeah, look at that,
breaking
dude.
equipment. Yo, I think that's...
Someone get Caitlin McGee on the phone here so she can come and take care of Smug's hands right now after that beating from Zaffarino, man.
You can't just slap another man's hands.
I know.
Those things are important. He's a professional player. You can't just do that. Look at that.
I mean, like, the hands are as important to a fighting game player as, like, a hand model, you know? Yeah. Like, hand models need to really take care of themselves, you know, because I don't know this just from the, the Seinfeld episode, so,
That's just way over my head, man. Okay. I'm sorry. I know what Seinfeld is.
Yeah, you were around when Seinfeld was on. Come on, Seinfeld
I was like 4 to 5 years old, maybe younger.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, sorry, man. But, okay, all jokes aside, we're going to have Haitani, actually. Craft's own Haitani versus Yenny V. Now, I was doing a little bit of research on Haitani, and again, most of it's coming from Sajam's streams, and he has like the most accurate description of this man, of always on the move, plays pretty close, and he's definitely been the most consistent Japanese player.
I would give that a little bit maybe to Fudo. Those two are definitely in the running for that, so those are definitely the most consistent.
Yeah, if they were running for top 3, he would definitely be amongst that region or that rank of top 3.
Well, my description of him is that he's doing a great job in Japan right now, kind of bringing awareness, bringing esports in Japan to a new height, right? So he's really heightened esports in Japan. That was a stretch.
You were super
That was a stretch.
reaching.
That was a reach. That one, that one.
James, don't ever change, though. All right, I said that yesterday. I'm gonna say it again, guys. It's just I enjoy it, but some others it's just
Yeah, that one was a stretch. I admit
that's
that one.
That's definitely a channel changer.
Yeah, that one didn't come out right. I've definitely done better.
That's funny. That's fine.
At least that one won't make you like throw off your headset, right?
No, yeah. Definitely not. All right, Yenny V, again, one of the SoCal up-and-comers as well. Played a little bit of 4 towards the end of it, but still trying to find solace in Guile. Didn't have a real character to play for a while. In a character crisis, if you will.
Well, it's doing a good job keeping Haitani out for now. But again, damaging Nakali is just giving him power, right?
Wow, Yenny V is all over Haitani right now.
Okay, this is a great start for him.
Again, Haitani just trying to pretty much collect the data, but Yenny V's just been so ambiguous with his approach.
Well, Haitani has the V-trigger ready to go now, but I don't think that that's going to necessarily give him a free wins, but he's about to build up that critical art, and that will be crucial for him to try to make a comeback this round. If he can get that meter, any combo now will lead into a critical art, and he'll still
exactly it right
win
there.
The round.
Hand to the face. Face palm for sure. James, I understand. It's just one opening is all Haitani needed. Just like Makoto, you just get the command grab and just go nuts.
Yeah, see, in those kind of situations, you just take the throw, you know what I mean? Because you wouldn't have died yet. Yeah. And if he did EX command throw, then he doesn't have meter for the super, so that's good for you. So,
yeah, so I like Yenny V still covering the Sonic Booms afterwards too. Beginning of that round, he's still applying that pressure through the projectiles first.
Oh, nice! Haitani gets the jump in.
Oh, just at the tip. And sweep. Oh, no.
Oh, baited it. Yeah, it looked like he was, dashing like a madman, but that is calculated. Nakalis know that after that setup, they can dash like 4 times and be completely safe.
Ooh. Right after the stand jab connected to Yenny V was not prepared for what was to come.
Nakali wins.
Haitani taking first game. Pretty rough start for Haitani, actually. Yenny V, again, very active with his play as Guile. It was actually pretty impressive. I've never seen him that active before.
Right.
Round 1.
But
he had a very strong start.
But unfortunately, again, that meter situation, that's something you have to pay attention to as a player on both sides. Haitani knew that's how he was going to win, so he had that all queued up and ready to go. And Yenny V had to be aware of that, so, you know, don't touch a lot of buttons when he's up close to you, because that's all he wants to land.
Oh, the jumping would have been pretty close to nailing Guile on the head.
We tried the V reversal, but obviously Guile's Sonic Boom recovered super fast.
Under the forward fierce back fist? That was clean from Haitani. Here
Oh,
comes Yenny V.
no.
He dropped the combo. Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
So he still gets to maintain the pressure afterwards. I mean, like, he just needs to back up a little bit. Ooh, that upside down kick.
He still has the V trigger ready to go.
Ooh.
Yep. Almost even in life now, but oh
And
no!
the throw
just,
baits from so far away.
He got baited into the throw, unfortunately, and so
Yeah.
with the throw and Haitani now at match point.
At that point, in that situation, there was definitely no space for you to just take that throw. It was really unfortunate, but Yenny V still trying to fight for dear life here.
That's not easy to jump over Sonic Boom and punish. I mean, Guile and punish a Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
It's easier than it was in previous Street Fighter games, but he still recovers super fast in this game.
Yeah, not only that, but he also has access to the V-Skill version, right? So that really changes up that dynamic of whether you want to jump over a boom or not. The recovery is just completely different.
I'm trying to remember. There's one particular player, might be thinking of Kaba, but who has that Sonic Boom flash kick game on point.
Yes. Haitani already making his way, pushing Yenny V to the corner, but the V reversal is there.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
that's going to be a critical art. Yeah, that confirm was super solid from Haitani. And
I
again,
was just about to say, I felt like Yenny V was just playing so well, but it was just like one or two small breaks. I'm sorry, one or two small mistakes that would cost him all those rounds, you know. And again, I think there's just this measurement of how aggressive you should be, and I feel like a lot of times at the end of the rounds he needed to dial it down a little bit because of the fact that Haitani had all that meter ready to go. So.
yeah, well, it's still a super solid lesson that Yenny V can take back with him as he progresses further and further with Street Fighter V and Guile. With that being said, we're going to continue on with pools in just a few more moments. We're going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're watching the Capcom Pro Tour 2017, presented by PlayStation 4. Brought to you by Zowie, a brand by BenQ, the official monitor of the Capcom Pro Tour. Razer, the official fight stick of the Capcom Pro Tour. HyperX, the official headset of the Capcom Pro Tour. And Twitch, home of the Capcom Pro Tour.
Man, how do you do that so consistent? Whoa, Marn is just not having it. He doesn't appreciate any of those billboards, apparently.
Well, Sevely...
I guess he's a step above. He's just rising above the occasion, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Sevely's back on track, too. He's already ready to go. We just saw him,
yeah. El Cabana Loco, wasn't it?
Yes,
the match
sir.
that he had, yeah. And he won pretty soundly there. And it looks like Marn is going to stick with some Arm Mika. I haven't seen him play a lot of Street. I thought he was using other characters now, but I guess he's sticking with Marn. I'm sorry, with Mika. Marn. Marn Mika. There you go.
Man.
All right.
Nice. Anti-air's already out the gate. Marn's already pushing Sevely to the corner. Nice. Yeah, usually we see Marn rocking out with Ibuki.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, sorry.
Definitely has a lot of tricky setups with Ibuki and just solid neutral. But already opting to go for Mika here. Sevely with a chance to
get some damage here in the corner. Nice. That was actually a very unexpected Seismo. I think Marn was thinking the same as a lot of other people, that he was going to dash in, and then goes with the crazy uppercut.
He tried to go for the command grab, but Rise Marn sniffed it out, got the stand jab instead. No anti-air, so tricky to anti-air that dive kick.
Well, Sevely is going to take round number 1. I'm really surprised that Marn isn't going with Ibuki right now. I wonder if there's something about this particular matchup he doesn't like.
I mean, probably, but at the same time, Marn still has a solid Mika. I'm pretty sure he never let off the gas with both characters. Right? He still plays them pretty frequently. My God.
Nice full damage hit confirm.
Nice check on the drop kick, but no, wasn't close enough to get any real damage off of that.
Yeah, he went for it, but it wasn't in range. But here we go. Oh, he goes for the reset. Not quite enough to kill. He needs one more mix-up.
He dropped the meaty, and Marn is going to take full advantage of that. Yeah, that one misplaced normal, mistimed the meaty, and Marn just gets away with it.
What is with his facial expressions from Marn? I don't know what he's thinking right now, but you know what? That's what makes him such a good player, is that nobody ever knows what he's thinking.
I love it. Ooh, nice anti-air.
And again, buttons. This is what Marn does. He is going to wake up with buttons until you can prove you have your media attacks properly. And now he is just reading Sevely like a book. One more hit into a stun.
He still pressed buttons on wake up. I don't know if Marn was expecting that, because he had 4 meaties in a row, got the tip command grab afterwards, but it's still not going to be enough. Sevely falling short to that V-trigger combo, and Marn's just having a great time with all that.
That was a beautiful confirm, because when he jumped and he saw that he was going to land that jump kick, he already had that crouching heavy punch into Nadeshko call ready to go. So he was able to maximize the damage and make sure that he took that round off of the quote random jump attack.
Marn looking a lot more smug than Smug usually does.
Marn is a man of emotions. He can swing back and forth, you know.
We've definitely seen plenty of that on E-League.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
Nice, into the other side,
That corner switch from that air to air.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, Nadeshko was still flying hot. The taunts from Marn.
No respect.
No respect given.
I like the idea from Sevely, but the one thing that he has to understand about Marn is that Marn has not stopped pressing buttons yet. He has not.
He's trying to fire back with a little bit of bags here and there.
Oh, more bags! And not even.
He got the meaty this time. Is it going to be a command grab? He teabags him again. Marn falling for it every time. Again, taking advantage of an emotional player. It's an air jab.
What is happening here?
Marn is impressed. That's what he likes to see. He likes a little fight in his prey.
what has our precious game gone to, when, especially last night? I don't know if people saw the Nemo versus Itazan exhibition first of 5, and
Yeah.
the last round, I feel like Nemo was teabagging Itazan like for the entire round.
Yeah.
And Itazan like would not shake his hand afterwards. Like there was some salt going on.
For sure. And it's so rare to see that. But, you know, it just might happen between these two individuals. Seville, again, making quick work of the corner pressure here.
Wow, goes for the throw, and Martin
2 times
actually
in a
gets
row,
hit
yeah.
by it. Yeah.
Oh, he tried the anti-air. The
Nice.
drop.
But you know, weirdly enough, I almost feel like Seville needs to go back to this weird teabagging. Oh, that was day 1 mix-ups.
Yeah, and he still fell for it. That's a dead Nikali. So much damage. And even if it didn't kill him right then and there, it would have stunned.
Oh man, once again, a premature teabag. It's just, you know, it just doesn't mean as much if you don't follow through with it and win.
I mean, he tried to. I mean, the match that he did teabag the most, he still got that
He got the round.
right? Like
And,
it was firing back towards Martin to kind of, you know, reestablish himself emotionally. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna just let you run over me like this.
And
I'm gonna fight back.
And the weird part about it is, I honestly feel like he should have kept it up a little bit more in round 3, because I think it kind of was getting in Martin's head. Not in that way that Martin's like, why would you teabag me? But like,
I'm gonna get you back.
yeah,
for sure.
I think he was. That's probably what Martin was thinking, and so. But unfortunately,
Very
Seville's
petty,
gonna go
very
to
petty stuff, and I love it. By the way, it's fun. It's fun to watch. I miss seeing this kind of stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you can't say it verbally, do it through the game.
But see, you know what the thing about it is, though, like. Teabagging is, you know, it's not a committable. It's not. You're not committing to a taunt. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like
It's not the same,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the taunts. Of course, it's harder to taunt this game because you got to hit all 6 buttons unless you map a button specifically to taunt. And no one will do that because if they hit it by accident,
You'll get a
they
normal
die.
or something. Yeah, one mistimed taunt can
Yep.
lead to death, but it's high execution, James. It's just part of being a pro player.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see people, instead of teabagging, I want to see the actual taunt, because 1, you know, that requires commitment, and that's a true taunt, and 2, yeah, it's execution heavy. So there you go.
It's very execution heavy, James.
So when you do it, you know, we would respect your execution skills.
Like you have to hold that. It's like, damn, you had that much time to press all 6 buttons on me?
I mean, it's like
yeah,
you
just slam it.
basically slap your joystick.
Yeah, with that being said, definitely don't want to do that around the likes of Shine. Wong Nation providing
Well,
this tournament experience for Shine. Very much so a veteran in the Street Fighter circuit.
Look, I'm just going to say this. If Shine ever tried to taunt and he slapped his joystick, guaranteed the joystick would fall apart and
Yes,
his chair would
exactly
collapse
it, yeah,
and he
that's
would
the lore.
fall off of stage.
That is the complete lore with Shine. Anything he is around, something just might break, whether it be a camera, the table, the
So,
joystick he's using.
So if the stream goes down right now, it's because Shine like fell on the cables and just like yanked all the cords out of all the pertinent sockets.
If there's anything sure in life, it is definitely that Shine might break something on set. He is notorious for that. Not in the sense that he actually intentionally goes out of his way to break something. It's just, I don't know, it's just the aura around
That's
him.
why like that one clip of him going up and then like the table fell apart and all that stuff. I actually photoshopped
He
his
just sat
face.
there, and the table just breaks in front of him, and he puts his hands up immediately. He's like, I didn't have anything
But see,
to
that's
do
why
with
like I photoshopped his face onto Steve Urkel, and I just put like, did I do that down there? But that's another reference that you're probably too
No,
young
that's
for,
Family
right?
Matters. I was definitely alive for that. I definitely watch me some Family Matters. Yes, sir.
Oh,
with the Winslows? Yes.
Fancy.
All right, so Shine
About 2
rocking out
minutes.
with Ibuki. I know he does have a Karen as well. Started off with Karen season 1, so he's pretty versatile. But his Ibuki, super solid as well. And then his opponent, I believe that's Alexis Pinto, also from San Diego. Doing pretty well for himself at Wednesday Night Fights. Very much so local, and goes to the monthly Vanguard series from the Red Bull Proving Grounds.
It's crazy to consider that, you know, San Diego, which is like 2 hours away, right, is considered a local.
Yeah. It's tough times, man.
But that's the power of SoCal. That's why Wednesday Night Fights is so successful, because there are so many people. And apologies that we bring up Wednesday Night Fights all the time, but it's very relevant because a lot of these players that we're going to see on stream are from there.
Yeah.
And of course, that's run by the guys who are putting on Southern California Regionals. Team Level Up.
And also shout out to Shine for showing up to NLBC every now and then too.
Yeah.
If not every week, right? So
Well,
definitely pay homage to that.
I've actually heard Shine has left New York. He moved somewhere else now.
Oh no.
So yeah, so he's definitely not going to be showing up to NLBC as often as before.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure whatever experience he got from playing all the chems there, he's definitely taking it with him. He's already showing he knows the matchup very well against Alexis Pinto. Confirmed. Oh, the throw bait. Again, that overhead is just so hard to deal with sometimes against the Buki.
Yeah, I know recently we saw a tournament, end with Cien doing this really nasty instant overhead bomb reset with a Buki.
Oh,
but you know what? Shine was the first person I saw do something like that at an NLBC, so he's definitely a tech monster.
I've seen him post that on Twitter as well. He's not shy to show his tech off.
Just smart because if you can keep winning when everybody knows your tricks and you're not relying on shenanigans, that just means you're that much stronger of a player. But Pinto right now doing a great job, actually getting some good corner pressure. Ooh. Caught up in life, now has the life lead.
Oh yes, and I like that. Switching up the target combo, buying his time. Shine getting game 1 off that bomb combo, and I like that switch up with the target combo. It does leave him -2, so it's not his turn, but he still managed to sneak one in there against Alexis Pinto. It was jab, or the jab target combo starter, and to stand short, he didn't commit to the full fierce.
Right.
Very, very smart last second choice, seeing that block.
All right, back to this neutral start right now. Pinto trying his best to bait Shine into something, but then went a little too hard, got himself crush countered, and now Shine has this corner position, which is so deadly. Thought he was gonna go under, did not. Oh, the Cien!
Jesus!
The Cien, speaking of Cien, okay, so Cien took something from Shine, and now Shine has taken something from Cien, because that is definitely all Cien from Singapore.
Yikes.
That kunai, because she jumps over you, and everyone walks under, to try to keep themselves safe, and then they try to walk forward to hit you, and then all of a sudden these knives come out of nowhere.
Oh my god, the first time he did that mix-up in the corner, it was on the same side. This time he snuck underneath, again with the mix-up. Oh my god, he threw out the short to trick Alexis Pinto. This is all Shine right now. No, wait a minute.
Okay, well, you know what? Ken has this ability. He has this ability to just do ridiculous amounts of damage.
Oh my god, not like this.
Not going to be able to kill. It's going to come shockingly close, though.
Other side! I thought that was the same side setup, but Shine getting a taste of his own mix-up medicine.
That was like Season 1 Ken right there.
Jeez. After that reset, it's so hard to tell where you're supposed to block. Most of the time, I see that land in front. Pinto makes it. Oh, wait a minute.
You can't. Oh, you know what? He's just trying to build up his V meter. This is all a part of the plan.
Yes, sir. If I can't block the mix-ups, I'm going to take enough damage to activate, right?
So I can do my own mix-ups.
Yeah. Just need that one opening. Oh, no buffer following that crouch strong.
Okay. Time to get the party started.
Ooh, that should be it. Shine, yeah. The party was already crashed as soon as he picked the Buki.
Yep, and unfortunately, that means San Diego rep is going to be going down to losers bracket, and the New York rep, well, former New York rep is going to be moving on winners side.
For the sake of chat, we'll just say NLBC took this one.
Okay, yeah. I mean, look, that's where he learned all of his stuff. That's where he definitely gained all of his talent. So, for sure. And obviously, always producing top players year after year after year.
Yeah.
So.
And I like it. I like that they're still super consistent, because that way, every major we go to, there's always that friendly tension, right?
Oh, like, yeah, the East-West.
I've seen your stream.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like when we were doing King of the Hill a long time ago on ESL, we would always have the East versus West, and the East was bodying West a lot. I mean, I loved the matches, but I didn't like that West Coast was getting bodied so badly,
As soon as Smug and Punk came on, it was a wrap. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be very honest. Of course, I have to try to be biased with West Coast, but I'm gonna be very, very real here.
Yeah.
Punk destroyed everybody.
Well, it was
Smug
funny.
destroyed everybody.
It was funny because at Evo they had that East versus West matchup at Gutex's Bar Fights, And honestly, I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like East Coast is going to run over us.
I thought the same. Oh, I almost thought the same.
But you know who ran over all of East Coast? This man
Yes,
right
sir.
here on the right, Mr. SD Pinoy from San Diego. One of the strongest M. Bison players. In fact, at the event that you were at, the Red Bull Proving Grounds, he just blew things up over there.
And I say this all the time. The more eyes that are on Pinoy watching him play, the stronger he grows. He is an
Yes.
attention fiend. He just sucks up all the energy from the crowd, and he just plays phenomenally. I'm going to say it, he carried Team Los Angeles.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, at the Red Bull Proving Grounds, absolutely. And, you know, some people were like, oh, I remember Kami mentioning, like, I didn't even know who he was until this, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's
Under the
definitely,
radar.
yeah, he definitely has his name on the map. But, you know, he's going up against Ludovic. And Ludovic, again, another one of those super talented players from the East Coast. Not from New York. I believe he's from Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's
Big shout-outs to Maryland.
always been the biggest Chun-Li loyalist. He has played Chun-Li in every single game.
Oh, I've seen it on all the social media, how many complaints and gripes he has this character, but he's not going to let her go. Even in Marvel, he's going to play Chun-Li.
Yes, that is correct. Well, I mean, she's kind of good.
She's super good. Speed
kinda
type character
good,
with the
yeah.
mix-ups, and she gets to jump cancel everything.
And
it's
also,
amazing.
don't forget, Chun-Li is the most recent Evo champion in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
You're right, Ryan LV.
Ryan LV, yep.
Hell yeah.
So there you go.
All right, here we go. First game between these two individuals. Bison Chun-Li in the skies. Pinoy versus No Surrenders. Ludovic.
SD Pinoy, very, very kinetic with Bison.
Ooh.
He is definitely not a defensive Bison. He likes to attack. He likes to get in your face. He likes to try to mix you up as much as possible. But you got to be careful because Chun-Li, obviously a character with ridiculously long limbs, so her footsies game is very potent.
Right, and you know, Pinoy's not one to shy away from the footsies game. He was contesting Chun-Li's limbs with the Psycho Blast. Pretty unorthodox because most people like to use normals, right? But he's like, no, I'm above that.
Yep.
I'm in the skies. Yeah, man.
Look at this pressure now from Ludovic or Lud. Tries to get in there with it.
Oh, he was ready for
missed.
it. Yeah, the other side, which is smart too. He's pressing the button even if it was on block at that timing where he would
Right.
actually block. He's preparing himself just in case Pinoy decides to land and then throw him. Nice air to air.
Wow, so few moves I've actually seen ever beat Bison in that situation, and unfortunately didn't get the lightning leg combo to connect. So now SD Pinoy with just a tiny bit of life left, the ability to steal this one because here comes the mix up.
Oh, nice way to stay calm on that. Lud gets
block.
it. Oh man,
What a block from Lud.
I'm so glad he did not go for the jump over the fireball.
Yeah.
Because had Pinoy hit with the stomp, she would have juggled into the fireball.
Yeah,
And then he would have been able to
yeah.
swipe down with Fierce afterwards, dealing a ton of damage.
With the
Yeah.
dunk, yeah. Okay, now getting with the EX bird kick, I like that.
Oh, the first time going airborne with Ludovic. Oh, nice.
Interesting. What was he going for? He's trying to whiff punish something with the Psycho Flame? I'm not sure.
He might have missed the buffer. Is what it could have been. But either way, I still think it was too far for the Cycle Flames to hit.
Right, exactly. And look at this, Ludovic now with a huge life lead coming in. Just one more hit for the stun.
Oh, man. Again, going airborne, but still Pinoy with the anti-air activation.
boy.
Here comes the dance.
Oh, a reset.
Oh, down the chimney, the Tasty Steve special. Jumping in hot with that Fierce Pinoy. That one reset just broke Lud that round.
What the comeback? What happened? He just went in for the scissor kick, and I think Lud was just thinking he was going to continue into either Flame or the EX Psycho Ball, so he wasn't even trying to block low. Got caught at the ankles as a reset, was basically out all of his life afterwards.
Slight walk back. Good blocks from Ludovic, though. That Grey Life, yeah, a ton of damage off that jump roundhouse. Air to air. Ooh.
Oh, again, I mean, that was that timing again where if he had blocked it, he wouldn't have come out with a button, but since the Devil's Reverse missed, he was able to challenge.
Ooh, here we go. Activation. Again, this is such a scary situation, using that meter to keep Ludovic on the defensive end.
Look at this pressure, and look at all that gray health that built up. But
My gosh, Ludovic taken to the skies almost immediately after Pinoy, and again,
Nice.
it's so smart that he goes air to air with jump roundhouse, such an extensive normal to even stop Pinoy from thinking about air approaches.
Well, at that Bar Fights event, maybe Team East Coast should have grabbed some Ludovic on their team because he did a great job there against SD
I
Pinoy.
mean, it wasn't just East Coast; it had to be NLBC. Right. It was a battle of streams.
Fair enough. Fair
You're not
enough.
supposed to cross the streams, James.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Here we go again. Pinoy maintaining that corner pressure already. Ludovic just fighting right back. No response from Pinoy.
Yeah, I like that Ludovic is playing not scared. He is just going in. He is trying his stuff, going for some head stomp shenanigan mix-ups as well. He just is not letting SD Pinoy dictate the pace of the game or the round. He is trying to make sure that he is in full control of it.
Yeah, and he's spinning the bar as much as possible too. He's not even trying to conserve it for a critical art or anything fancy like that. He's just spending it as much as he can. That activation should lead to a dead Bison. Not quite. It's an air. No, not there.
Careful, because remember the one round that SD Pinoy did win was a crazy V-trigger comeback. Not going to happen this time. Crouching light kick, and guess what? Ludovic now one round away from sending SD Pinoy into losers, and I feel like that would actually be a pretty big upset for Pinoy himself. Who probably was, looking at his pool and thinking to himself, I should be able to make it out on winner's side. But Lud definitely playing spoiler to that right now with a great set so far.
Oh no, and then one drop, but no response from Pinoy. No appropriate punish there. Still trying to salvage the situation.
Alright, trigger activated. Nice block against the V reversal.
Oh my god, I thought he was going to go custom combo mode. He still has V-trigger on deck. Nice anti-airs, but again, firing right back. Lud spending that meter early. He wants to cash in those checks.
Alright, gets in with that EX Devil's reverse. Even when it's blocked, it's just so nice for Bison to be able to find his way in and start some pressure.
Nice anti-airs firing again. Oh, the hesitant button press from Ludovic. Not the right call, but Pinoy narrowly escaping death there.
Okay, SD Pinoy trying to keep this pressure going, but that's one of the key things about this match so far, is I feel like he hasn't been able to get his Bison pressure going up against Lud. Lud defense right now, very solid.
Oh, he swiped him as the Psycho Axe was coming down. You saw the startup animation from the down forward fish from Pinoy.
Okay, good damage off of the EX Stomp.
Oh god. Nice, I like that. He switched up the timing to beat the jump roundhouse.
But it actually beat it. That's crazy. That's a good hurt box on that Devil's Reverse. Look at all this little chip damage. Look how much great life that Ludovic has.
Jeez. And actual chip damage from the Cycle Bomb. There's a side switch. Ooh. Just about time. Nobody sees the overhead coming.
Into the critical art. This isn't going to be able to finish the job. But SD Pinoy on his last legs now. He's got them. Oh, the low into the throw. Beautiful stuff from Ludovic. And he sends SD Pinoy into the loser's bracket.
Very, very smart play from Ludovic. So calm, so collected. And Pinoy, he adapted very well. It was just a little too late.
Yeah. And again, Ludovic, very, very solid player. We were talking about all SD Pinoy and how well he did at Proving Grounds and all these, and at the bar fights. Right. But Ludovic, he's just been such a solid player, such a strong player for years now. So I mean, we're playing up SD Pinoy. He's our homeboy. He's from SoCal and everything like that. But definitely want to make sure to give the proper props to Ludovic for how well he played.
Yeah. So far, great high octane action throughout all the pools. But don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with some more pool play for Street Fighter V. We'll see you then.